Hey guys, it's Paul, combat veteran, MMA fighter, YouTuber, and today we are going to learn how to play the Demoknight. This has been requested by you guys in the comments, so we are going to learn about who is the mysterious man known only as Demoknight. Let's get into it.
Demoknight tutorials on YouTube suck dick. Take it from a guy who
Wow, you can't use that language on YouTube, my man, not within the first 3 minutes.
thought it was a good idea to take an iLander to Highlander while being named iLander. Unfortunately, I was going to review King Raja's Demoknight tutorial, but he removed it for some weird reason. But there's a stupid idea going around that you should play Demoknight like you play a spy. No, bitch! You don't have no pussy-ass little knife
Whoa, language, my friend.
doing some sweet-ass little tricks. Nah, homie, you gotta be roaming the front lines and waiting for the perfect charge. Speaking of which, let's talk about the shields and how you use them. If you die a lot, use the charge and targe. If a pyro is a problem,
Okay, so the Demoknight is a class with certain weapons, a sword and a shield.
pair it with the skull cutter or the Hefsatuichi. If you're confident enough, I highly suggest using a better shield. Tide turner. Don't! You know what? Let's put this shield in the ugly boy corner. Stay there. Bad. This is
That's hurtful. I think it looks fine. I think it looks like a nice wheel. Wheel on a ship. I mean, it's lightweight, but it definitely won't stop much of anything.
where the real baby kicks in. The splendid screen. This is the master of killing. The shield bash damage builds up after 4 heads with the iLander or the 2 million reskins it has. It will do an impact damage of 85 damage that can build up to a literal 185 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
To put that into perspective, landing a shield bash and a full melee crit will one-shot every single class except an overhealed heavy. Remember, you're on top of the food chain. This up here is you, and this right here is the spy main.
Decomposers. Damn. That's some shade thrown at worms, by the way. And decomposers generally. They perform an important function in the environment, right? You know? It's like, you know, this is why nothing decomposes in space, because there's no decomposers.
And this, that's a chicken.
Am I gonna say it? Do I need to say it? It was a rabbit.
But the most important aspect of Demoknight is the charge. This tool has many uses, such as getting rid of effects, making escapes, closing the distance, map traveling, escaping child support, and dealing extra damage. You name it. However, the first thing you must know is how it functions. You see, TF2 physics are weird as shit. If you're traveling
I'm seeing that based on the number of people bouncing off of walls.
at high velocities and bump into a wall, there's always an angle at which you can continue charging and
Is that the bread bursting out of the chest like an alien? Dude, man, wow. Team Fortress 2 just loves movie references, dude. And I love movie references, so this is a great relationship already.
unquote get carried by the wall. I like to use this technique to get better turns on shields that limit that. This also works for ramps. This is known as trimping. Here's a few clips by Solarlight to show what can be pulled off if you know how to do this.
That's serious. This has given me some like Quake vibes. Remember Quake, the old school Quake, where you would just like zip around the map like a psychopath, you know, hitting all those jumps and stuff. Is he telling us that it's boring?
Oh shit,
man!
dude. Oh
Wow,
fuck,
this-
you guys are back. Oh sorry, I was just playing Overwatch. Anyway, there's a common misconception
Ooh, shots fired.
being that only the Tide Turner can pull this off. If you believe this, go home. Sure, though the other two shields cannot pull off the same effectiveness that this shield can, they can still help. Because I'm a shitty person with words, I'm gonna let Nate Fox explain this.
Now essentially what tripping is when you use your charge attack to surf up a ramp or a set of stairs and to launch yourself across the map with the speed that you get.
Honestly, I highly recommend that you go watch a tutorial on shrimping separately. Also, one thing you gotta
Shrimping? Okay, this is funny because in Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, shrimping is a fundamental motion of the sport in which you sort of slide your hips away from your shoulders and feet, forming a little L. Like you're straight, and then you're form an L and you sort of move your hips down the mat, like shoot, 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 while like sort of lying on the mat. And it's important to build like hip mobility and the ability to like kind of manage the distance between you and your opponent. But it's known as shrimping. There's even shirts in the jiu-jitsu community that are like, shrimping ain't easy, because it is a little bit of work.
To learn is that when you're charging, you can also crouch while you're charging. The best way to get the maximum distance of a charge is by jumping, turning, and crouching. Crouching isn't always necessary, but usually I like doing it because it's a little helpful. You know, many people ask me, why the fuck were you born? Why do I always get meanie crits? First off, de-equip the tie turner, you fucking ape. Second, the charge meter itself tells you. It's like, hey, you Tide Pod eating troglodyte, green is...
Whoa, hey, this is only a couple of years old, man. This was before the Tide Pod eating thing was big, right? Right? The boomers or the zoomers. It was zoomers that ate Tide Pods.
Normal damage, yellow is mini crit, red is full crit. Before I go into countering the classes, you need to know the
This is so complicated that there's no chance I will ever play a Demoknight.
power and use of your sword and the positioning you need. Any demo sword that is not the skull cutter will kill a spy, sniper, scout, and engineer in 2 hits, unless of course they're using weapons that give them extra health or whatever. 3 will kill a pyro, demo, and medic. 4 kills a soldier and 6 kills a heavy. When positioning, it's best to stay in the high ground because there's germs on the floor and it allows you to pounce on enemies. Remember, your sword can hit up and down too. Use this to your advantage. And something that people don't know is that the physics of Demoknight kind of change underwater. Now you can charge up
What? There's underwater levels? Is this Super Mario?
and down. Holy shit. You didn't know that? Now, here goes the class countering. Scouts. When it comes to these little shits, you can eat them for protein. These are like free meals to get stronger. The best option in a 1v1 is to keep your crosshairs on them. Always close the distance. 2 easy hits and you're good. However, if you're really low, you can choose fight or flight. Most scouts expect the flight, so give it to them. There we go. Oh, damn, you went into orbit.
This is such a grisly game. I love it.
I actually did. Wait, I'm actually gone.
Have fun in Mars. Soldier is one of your counters. I highly recommend only attacking when you're charging with a full crit. Mainly because 4 hits is enough time for them to fill you with so many rockets you'll be the first man on Mars. However, if you're
We're getting close. We're getting close. Jeff Bezos in space. Richard Branson sort of in space. Elon Musk TBD.
in an unescapable position, close the distance, and fight to the death. Pyro is tricky. Although he is one of your counters, the best option is to avoid until you have a full charge and a crit. If in a 1v1, you'll need to hug a wall, as I like to say. Stay near a wall so the air blast becomes as useful as me working at Pizza Hut. This can help keep them in melee range.
Pizza Hut? Dude, do we still have Pizza Huts?
Fucking bitch, I swear. Get the fuck out of here. If the Pyro is W plus M1ing, you'll need to land 3 consecutive hits to kill him. Miss any of these, and you dead, boy. Honestly, before I go to the demo, I need to explain that one of the best targets for you when you're playing Demoknight is those enemies who are distracted. They're not gonna expect someone to charge up to them and fucking decapitate them. Demo Man is an easy kill typically. Sticky spamming demos are countered by closing distance and landing quick hits. Pill demos are more based on individual skills, so just do the same as you did with the sticky users. When fighting a Demoknight, take steps back and forward. Swing when you step forward, step back to bait hits. First to 3 typically wins.
I love how that's like also sort of like fencing advice. That's all he just gave.
Oh, who said you're getting away?
What?
Okay,
I love how it's in an arena, right? This is gladiatorial.
okay, I don't want
Yeet.
to respawn.
Only approach heavies when you charge with a full crit, or when you optionally shield bash them. Base crits do 195 damage. 2 swings after that will win the fight. If he has the Natasha, you signed your own grave already. Don't fuck with NGs. When their sentry's down, or they're building, or they're out of their sentry safe zone, charge in for the kill. Hey, medic, give me Uber. Give me Uber. Medic, what are you doing? Give me Uber. Look, come on, I'll show you. Uber! No, you have crits? Are you serious? Wait, I thought you had Uber. You have crits. Oh my god.
Well, I don't understand any of this gameplay. I have downloaded Team Fortress 2, and I think I'm going to play my first game this weekend on live stream so you guys can watch me fumble and fall on my ass.
You eat snipers for breakfast. Dodge and close the distance, and you Gucci. Medics can be picked off if you charge in and no one notices. When a medic is killed, it's your choice. If you're confident, keep fighting. If you're a little bitch, baby, run. For spies, when
Why?
they try stair stabs, slow down. Always keep your face on the spy. Make wide turns around corners to avoid matadors. These are your full course meal. When it comes to choosing your weapon, honestly, I say just experiment around. I say even though it's been sort of reverted, avoid the Claymore because it really hasn't been completely reverted. For those who don't know, it still does have a 20 damage vulnerability, so just avoid it. When you're at 4 heads, you can begin to let your guard down because you're very feared now. Oh, look, watch. You believe? Let's go then. Back up.
God, you're just fucking annihilating them. Stop.
Oh my god.
You're on a kill streak.
No way, you're fucking annihilating them.
If I'm honest, it's like a life lesson. You can either sit back and watch opportunities slip by, or you can go in. Honestly, don't think too much about every single move you make. You need to get into the rhythm when you're playing Demoknight. Honestly, just practice. Well, now that I'm done here, I can go back and become one with the ocean.
Okay, so this is kind of cool just to see that there are all these subclasses with really unique playstyles. I think that's really cool.
Again. After all,
So I got to ask commenters, what is the most accessible class and subclass in Team Fortress 2? Like, let's say you're somebody who wants to contribute to their team, but is a total noob at the game.
I am a seaman. Fuck my life. And remember, work your way up the food chain.
This was so weird. This was maybe one of the weirdest or weirder videos I've seen on Team Fortress 2, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like I've actually learned something about the legend that is the Demoknight. As opposed to, I was actually going to make a video on the, like, rise of the Demoknight, the 10-year-old, like, spliced together Dark Knight trailer with Team Fortress 2 characters, but I was so confused that I was like, no one wants to listen to this commentary. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out the second channel dedicated to Warhammer 40k. Check out the merch store. Lots of cool, fun parody shirts. Check out the Instagram, the podcast I run with my brother, and Twitch. I sometimes stream in the evenings playing all kinds of weird, obscure games. So until next time, man, I will see you guys later.